What about the polls? Trump had a bounce, and then of course Hillary's had a bigger bounce. The polls out today are kind of devastating if you're a Trump supporter. Is that still plenty of time? I mean, could all that change? I'm not saying you're rooting for it to change. I'm just asking, is it too early?
As you just said, it proves the point. I mean, if we've had this amount of movement in a week or two, why couldn't we have this movement back? It's not like people have suddenly locked in forever, I don't think, against Trump or for Hillary. And you can imagine events and other things coming out about Hillary's emails and Trump writing his own ship some. There are a lot of voters who don't like either one much, don't trust, aren't really confident that either one is the right person to be president. We know that from that. That's been very steady in the polls. That hasn't bounced around much. So when you have when you have voters looking at two people who they have real big question marks about, I think you'd expect a volatile race. People will say, gee, that one's really kind of bad. Then, oh, wait, maybe the other one's a little worse, So I actually wouldn't give up. I'm not for Trump, but if I were for advising Trump, I think he's got time, and I think he can steady his own ship. He's done some damage, I think. But again, a lot of it is, stuff that on the more fundamental issues, if he can get people refocused on some of the 2 or 3 big questions facing the country where the public may be with him more than with the Democrats, that's what I think he needs to do. He needs to get it back to immigration and trade. I mean, I don't even agree with him on all these issues like trade, but still, those are the issues he ran on. That's really where I think he's got some real public support. Make it a referendum on Obama and Hillary Clinton's foreign policy, Libya, Benghazi, and all that. That's real, And if he just talks about that, if I were him, I'd give a detailed speech on that. Let's look at Libya as a case study.
Yep.
Read a speech for 20 minutes. Let the media cover that for 3 or 4 days.